Hello there and welcome back to Spain. Last time, well, we didn't do much. We did a little bit of colonizing, a little bit of getting friendly with the Holy Roman Empire. We passed a reform, however, the Institute Reichsregiment, and we also annexed and released Benin as a vassal. We'll probably use Benin in our attempts to take down Mali. I'll probably feed them all of this down the line, so that will be interesting. But for the moment, we're simply focusing on trying to stop Portugal. They'll be allowed to have this little area for themselves for the time being. We'll probably take it back sooner or later, so that's not really the big issue here. But what we will be doing here is most likely continue to try and colonize around Africa before they do, as soon as we have landlocked everything and also taken care of the natives. So we'll see how much of that we can do this episode. We also got Guyenne last time, but that doesn't really matter. We have made ourselves a proper member of the Holy Roman Empire. So as I said, we'll just keep on going and see how things turn out. There we go. I've gotten myself the Smithian economics, which basically gives me a production efficiency. Hey, I really do not function. My apologies. Production efficiency plus 20% will help my economy, and thus I should be able to field more colonies. In theory, we'll have to see. But for the time being, that's not really that much of a interesting point. What's more, we also get an extra point of prestige here thanks to Siglo de Oro. A golden age is upon Spain in painting, architecture, music and literature. Spain is the envy of the world. This will leave a legacy that will echo through time. Although I don't like the book about man finding windmills, I just can't see that one being read by future generations. Well, that's kind of fun. But the thing that I really liked about this is the global settler increase plus 25%. That, or 25 in this case, not percent. That means that my colonies will grow even faster. As you can see here, a growth of 138 a year, and this guy can bring a extra 30, or an average a year, 167.4 people. That will basically mean that my colonies will grow by about 300 men, or men and women and children a year, which means the average time to finish a colony is 4 years. So every 4 years I'll have 8 new provinces done and added to my empire, and that will make me grow rather quickly. I can probably get around Africa in just a couple of decades, but for the time being we'll go for a war against the Cherokee, and that is basically just to well, this is all done, so I can march these guys down. I'll march them down, then we'll declare war on them. Unfortunately, they have to be taken down. Or I'll just take three provinces now. First, it's the Aztecs that will really suffer. So yes, I'll get that ready, and we'll see how it turns out. Should be a boring war, really. I don't actually expect any sort of well. They can't really fight me, so it shouldn't be a problem. But we'll continue improving our. Let's see here. Some of our colonies have decided that the current colony is very good. Have decided to move out elsewhere. Well, haven't had that before. Colony damage, Tierra del Fuego. Still alive. I should probably get some more men down here to make sure that everything is fine. Did I just lose a colony? It might look that way. No, I didn't. But yeah, I'll probably get some more soldiers down there to keep the colonies in check, and this is not good. The Portuguese are actually expanding rather quickly now, but I can block them off here. I think I'll probably be able to create these two or this colony before that one is done. It will take a while to get this one done too, but it should be. I should definitely be done before them. So we'll see how it all turns out. A call to arms. The nation of Burgundy, your faithful ally, is requesting you come to their aid in the Burgundian-French trade war against France, Lorraine, Denmark, and Milan. I'm actually very tempted to decline this one and potentially actually backstab them right here and right now. That would actually pose an interesting dynamic, because they will definitely be a little bit weakened by fighting the French, but just a little bit. So potentially this could be it could backfire horrendously. So I'll actually go ahead and decline. It's about time that I broke my alliance with them anyway. I need to get rid of them more or less, and doing that now rather than later is potentially a good way of doing that. The easiest way to actually block them off here will be waiting until the war with the French is over, then go for a siege of Auvergne, have them attack me, and thus we should be more or less able to get things going. I'm a little bit unsure. They do have military tech 15, right? So I'll be in trouble on that account. So I'll have to consider how I'll actually go ahead and do this. And I should probably get some more men back home before I actually end up declaring that war. So we'll have to consider how we'll actually do something like that. But war against Burgundy is definitely in the cards here, and will definitely be coming sooner rather than later. But for the time being, I'll still continue focusing on colonization. I'll get my wars against the natives done, and then we can start focusing on Burgundy. Try and grow the Holy Roman Empire. I'll hand back the province that should be theirs, and we'll see how it all turns out then. Apparently, Austria does not like me very much. They're positive. They do have. It's probably due to the outraged. So yeah, it's probably also a double fact due to the fact that I have to some extent I have, I guess you could say, wronged them, but that wouldn't actually make too much sense as well. So we'll get back to the Milanese diplomat, get an alliance with Bohemia, and if possible, I'll try to get an alliance with Austria as well in the future, and that should actually be enough to most likely accept. We cannot make it. Why? Proclaim religious independence. What? And it takes 100 years to actually make that. This is quite ridiculous. I want to ally these guys, but I'm not allowed to because the game has decided that I, who personally haven't actually tried to make a extremely, how should I put this, religious society, apparently cannot allow them to do what they want, which I find a little bit interesting and hilarious at the same time. So we'll have to deal with that some other way. Apparently Austria is not fond of me either. So, but I'll still try to get friendly with them, and if I can pull that off, we'll most likely have everything we need to start causing some serious trouble for everyone else. Genoa left the military coalition, good. We can get another level of diplomat tech, which will allow me to now build carracks and caravels, which basically means my navy has been given a little bit of a boost, and my colonial range has increased by it as well as naval maintenance. But I can't complain on that score. We'll be, as I said, trying to block off the Portuguese here, and as things are looking, it will be fairly certain that I'll be able to do so, especially due to the fact that my colonists are quite faster than theirs. They are getting what, 40 a year plus 81. So how is this one doing? Let's see. We'll get 120 people from that guy, 138. So yeah, I will be able to block them off here. And thus, the only thing that I need to really focus on right now is to get the coast done before. So basically, so that the Portuguese can't colonize that one. Finish the coast colonies, and then go for the wars against the natives. We'll see how it all actually ends up turning out. Things rarely go as planned in this game. Admin Tech 11 has been reached, which gives spy agency and counting houses. And as you can see, I just reached full military power. And with that, I think I'll actually just go for building some, military buildings in this case, and we'll probably go for training fields where I can. Should help out a little bit. Armories, probably even building some better forts, especially if I am to fight Burgundy. I think I should have better forts then in this area, and we'll probably build a little bit of better forts in Italy as well. We'll also go ahead and build armories and everything else like that, just to boost my troops a little bit at the very least. And I do have the money right now, so it shouldn't be an issue. Also, I currently am more or less done with colonization of the Americas in terms of getting a coastline. As you can see, coastline of the west coast is done. The Portuguese lost this colony. I didn't pay attention, and thus I didn't actually snap it up. But I have colonists going for these two, and with that, all that remains is basically now warfare. So we can probably just go ahead, up my army maintenance just a little bit, take care of Cherokee, take care of the Aztecs, and then we will see where we're standing. So with that in mind, we will be declaring war here, colonial conquest, and it shouldn't be a problem at all, more or less, and we'll see how it all turns out. If I remember correctly, sieges shouldn't actually take that long either, but I'll just be taking these 3 provinces for the time being, and then we'll see how we decide, or what we decide to do afterwards. But as you can see here, 40 men lost, not much at all, and as you can see, siege phases are going by rather rapidly. I'm pretty sure if I actually go for a clean out assault, it'll actually take longer than simply waiting for the sieges to finish by themselves. So we'll see how this turns out. Take their capital. Should probably be enough then to get what I want. So we'll see how, well, as you can see, it will go rather fast. And I'm pretty sure it'll actually give me what I want here. So a prince undone. Apparently Lorraine has been fallen or fell due to Burgundy's actions. I definitely need to deal with Burgundy now before they become real scary. So we'll be saving up money and preparing our forces for a attack on Burgundy, I think. Austria secured the New World for, as you can see, they aren't actually willing to give up just yet. And it'll have some effects in Europe, but not much, admittedly. So for the time being, deal with these guys and hopefully the Incas as well. I'll most likely declare war, so I have both of them at the very same time. We'll press that issue on the Portuguese. So yeah, as I was saying, we'll most likely now go straight for the Aztecs, and I'll probably do a full annexation there. But for now, we'll take these 3 provinces, and I can live with that. As you know, I just need to make sure that I basically that the British or anyone else decides to attack here. As you can see, it will take actually forever to call them. But I'm pretty sure also that, as you can see, I didn't actually get any overextension, and I do have quite a lot of colonies to core as well. So I'll probably do that after the next idea set, which will most likely be a set to get the what's their name? Some quality ideas, quality or defensive, probably quality. So we'll see how it goes. War has been declared. Wow, declared. I had declared on the Aztecs, and with the purpose of annexation, we'll do the same with the Incas shortly. But for now, Aztecs first, then the Incas. We'll see how that turns or how that goes. But I'm pretty sure we'll get the victory. I should potentially have hired a conquistador. I could probably do it right now. Shouldn't have any problems in terms of military power either. And there we go. That one is done, which means that I can send now a colonist there, and that basically means that I'm done with with this place for a while. We will be colonizing, I think, up the west coast too, just to be completely safe. But once that is done, we will not be doing too much. We'll simply be sitting by, getting Africa done, and other than that, we'll not be doing too much. Another colony finished. Did I get a colonist? No, I did not. So I'll be sending, well, taking this guy home and have him colonize this one. I think we'll colonize that one after the war. So I'll just start with some colonization here in Africa. We'll see how it all goes. But as I said, goal here will be the annexation of the Aztecs. Kind of a funny little thing here. Congo has actually turned Catholic, and basically that means that they would actually be a very interesting partner in the terms of I can basically use them for my own devices, in terms I can get friendly with them, peacefully vassalize them, and thus I'll have a better control over Africa, more or less. And I think we'll actually just go ahead and do that, because I will basically be happy with peaceful vassalization of these guys. And I did actually not know that they were Catholic, probably due to the fact that I have colonies next to them. I would guess so, at least. So we'll see how this turns out. I'll offer an alliance. I'll probably offer a royal marriage, and then we will probably be able to. This is between borders. It's probably because this isn't a core, so I'll just core it, and then they'll all be. Then we can all be happy. And as you see, I have blocked off the Portuguese, so that's not a problem. Aztecs is completely besieged, and we'll go for the full annexation here, and that'll actually ricochet pretty badly back to Europe, but I can live with that. It's not that much really. 150 aggressive expansion in one peace deal. A little bit of fun, but I can once again live with that. Or, well, converting them will be a hassle right now, and so we're most likely coring them. So I'll just get right to it, and we'll probably just focus on coring along the coast first to get that done. I'll mostly have to keep, or at least I think I have to keep some troops in the area, simply as a protection for against, I guess I should say, rebels. But for now, we'll march these guys down to the Incas, and we'll be declaring war on them too. These 7,000 men will stay in the area as a well, defensive group, I guess. And I'm a little bit unsure. Portugal has left the colonization. I'm a little bit unsure now if I actually need to build more ships. I probably do. Yeah, 190 ships protecting the sea lanes for 153 overseas. So I definitely need to build more barks and light ships. Probably not barks now, probably something else. Yeah, caravels. I need to build a ton of these. So I'll just build them for basically all the money I have. and then we'll get ready. By the annexation of the Incas too, I'm pretty sure that I will have money and manpower enough to start challenging Burgundy, because Burgundy is definitely the big bad wolf now in Europe, because of the fact that they do have a ton of troops, and that is virtually everything they have, a ton of troops. So if I basically just siege and try and break the country a little bit, I'm pretty sure rebels will do most of the jobs for me. So we'll prepare our troops here for a assault on Burgundy. Hopefully, as I said, I can get Austria on the good side for this, because if I can get Austria as an ally and then go after Burgundy, even France would be a preferable ally in this case, then I can get screw Burgundy over, because of the fact that I can simply hand, let's see, back, well, France only has 2 calls, but they have claims, and thus I can basically have France with me in the war and not siege the border regions. I'll leave that to France, and that means that France will most likely peace out, taking a couple of provinces, hurting Burgundy, or the parts of Burgundy that aren't in the Empire, and that is good for me. But the main goal is, as I said, release minus of the Empire. It should be enough to be able to force this one pretty soon, but we'll have to consider it. But for the time being, as I said, we'll continue colonizing. Securing the Americas is basically what is my top priority, and then getting Africa. And I think I should focus a little bit more on Africa right now. I'll probably create 1 or 2 colonies, or keep probably 1 or 2 colonies in North America, and probably 6 colonies in Africa. So that is the end of this episode. We have been doing some progress here. We have secured the eastern coastline of North America. We'll secure the western coastline of both South and North America probably next time. And we'll probably also start on Africa. Might even get a war against Burgundy, but I think that's a couple of episodes away. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.